Web shipbroker, shipping education on the web. Hello and welcome to our video on the Salvage Convention 1989. In this video, we will be discussing the key provisions of the convention and how they apply to the provision of maritime salvage services. The Salvage Convention 1989 is an international treaty that provides a framework for the provision of maritime salvage services. The convention applies to all vessels, including ships and boats, as well as offshore oil and gas installations. It defines salvage as any voluntary service rendered to a vessel or any other property in danger at sea, with the objective of saving such property from danger or preventing or minimizing damage to the environment. Under the convention, the salvor is entitled to a salvage award, which is the payment for their services. The amount of the award is determined based on a variety of factors, including the skill and efforts of the salvors, the value of the property saved, and the degree of danger faced by the salvors. For example, if a ship runs aground in a storm and is in danger of sinking, a salvage operation may be required to tow the vessel to safety. The salvors would be entitled to a salvage award based on the value of the ship and its cargo, as well as the degree of danger faced in the salvage operation. If the parties cannot agree on the amount of the salvage award, the convention provides for a default formula to be used to determine the amount. This formula takes into account factors such as the labor expended by the salvors, the skill and efforts of the salvors, the value of the property saved, the measure of success achieved by the salvors, the nature and degree of the danger faced by the salvors, and the promptness of the services rendered. The convention also contains provisions related to the liability of the salvor and the owners of the property saved. For example, if a salvage operation results in damage to the environment, the convention provides for the liability of the salvor and the owners of the property saved for the cost of any measures taken to prevent or minimize damage. In addition, the convention provides for the rights of coastal states to intervene in salvage operations in order to protect their interests in the marine environment. For example, if a salvage operation is taking place in waters that are under the jurisdiction of a coastal state, the state may take measures to ensure that the salvage operation does not result in damage to the marine environment or interfere with other activities in the area. Overall, the Salvage Convention 1989 provides a comprehensive framework for the provision of maritime salvage services. It ensures that salvors are fairly compensated for their services while also protecting the marine environment and the interests of coastal states. In conclusion, we hope that this video has provided you with a better understanding of the Salvage Convention 1989 and how it applies to the provision of maritime salvage services. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you for watching. Regenerate response. Thanks for watching.